Hi everyone, it's Tammy from Tammy Colors 2, and today I'm starting a new series that I will do as I can, called Color Me with Tammy Colors 2. And so I, long ago, Val, I believe it was, asked me, if I got that wrong, no one probably remembers because it was a while ago, it was last year, asked me to show all of my Color Me books. And I didn't feel like I had enough, and I was waiting on one other one, and then I never got the chance. So here they all are. I have 7. I do not have them all, and there are some that I won't get, but I will probably end up having the majority. I'm considering getting Color Me Texas and Color Me New Orleans, but there's all kinds. There's a mushroom one coming out. There's a Halloween one coming out later in this year. There's different ones coming out all through this year, so I'm very excited because these are really cute. So I believe there's a flip through of every one of these on my channel. If not, let me know, or I'll go through them and make sure that there is. I'll put one up if there isn't, but I think that there are. So we'll go through these really quick, and then we will pick one to get started in, and I have a feeling I know what it's going to be. So the first one I ever got was Color Me Critters, and it's adorable, and I pulled it out not too long ago to color in, and those bees are adorable. I didn't get the chance to color in it, and these illustrations are by Natalie Briscoe in Color Me Critters. Then we've got Color Me Under the Sea, that has cute little sea life. And these are printed by Cider Mill Press. So you can find them at your bookstore, you can find them on Amazon. These illustrations are by Xiaomon Zhang. Color Me Kittens, a perfect coloring book, which is hilarious. They do make a cute little joke of some of those in other books, like this one. And these are adorable. I love the Color Me Kittens. It's so cute. Oh, and these are by Yanggu. Let's see, Color Me Christmas, which is very cute. There's all kinds of Christmassy stuff in here. It's adorable. I may have to do a Christmas picture out of turn sometime. Maybe I'll do one for Christmas in July. Ooh, I love that window. So there's that one. There's Color Me Easter, which is on the table to do. Oh, I didn't do Color Me Christmas's illustrator is Yang Yu again. She did kittens and did Christmas. Let's see, Color Me Easter is very adorable. I love it. And Pimlada Pupradit, if I said that right, is the illustrator. Color Me Love, which I love hearts and anything sappy and romantic, and this is a very cute book. I've had this one for a while. This one's by Natalie Briscoe also, and the newest one, Color Me Capybaras, came out just about a week ago and is adorable, and everyone's very excited about it. Love it. Very sunny. And Ella Jarzabek. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's the illustrator in this one. So since everyone was so excited, I think we're going to start with this one, or a lot of people are getting it. We'll pick a picture out of that. And I have a feeling I know exactly what I'm going to do. So let me put these away and I'll come back. All right, so here we go. I picked this picture right here. It's kind of springy. I thought they looked really cute. you know, sitting here looking out on the mountains, you know. To me, it's a little springy, maybe summery, but, and I've decided I'm going to use my Tomboy ABT Pro markers that I got to try them out. For the capybaras, I'm going to use my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend marker because it has all 3 colors that I think I want them to be, which is cool. So, question is, but they only have like feet, you know, on there. So why don't we start with our capybaras and find my light color. So I haven't done anything for a while, and I apologize for that. I've been busy, I've been down, and kind of like a self-feeding kind of thing, you know, you get down because you can't do the things you want, you can't do the things you want because you're down, and you just got to get yourself out of it. So that's what I've been doing, but I've been really busy. Band practice started back up, so I've been going to that the last couple weeks. March was just busier than I expected. Now, I have no idea what this paper is going to be like. So I'll do a little, and I didn't look up, oops, what my capybaras look like again. So I'll do a little markery kind of blending here. But how is everyone? I haven't talked to, I mean, I've been talking to some people, but you know, it's been a struggle to get videos done. And that's sad because I do enjoy doing them. Ooh, that looks cool. What do you think? Kind of liking that. Yep. I think we'll make the feet like the mid-tone here. Of course, I probably want to put a little bit of light color on there, right? Because it's the top of his foot. And then this foot is kind of in the back, so it's going to be darker. Except the toes will be light. We'll see how that plays out. I'm not sure. I think it'll be cool. I don't know if I need any of the dark color, but we'll throw some in here. I haven't really gotten a chance to use these markers since I got them much, but they're more for card making. I just decided to use them for these capybara because my ABT Pro markers, I don't have the right colors of brown, I guess you would say, because I don't have all of them. So, and then I'm worried now that my chairs, because capybaras are brown, my chairs are brown. So, we'll see. So what's been going on? I mean, like in March, my dad had, I mean, this is April. So it has been a while. you know, and I realized that as sad as it is, keeping a schedule of videos is just going to be too hard for me because of the things that go on in my life. Because some weeks I can do it and some weeks I can't. And I feel bad when I can't keep, you know, when I promise something and then I can't keep up with it. So, but you know, thus is life, right? So, but things been good. I mean, right now, part of my problem is that I have a cracked tooth. And I was being, you know, what I thought was smart. Well, I wasn't being smart because I'm like, I don't want to pay for a crown. Anybody who knows, who's had a crown put on a tooth, knows how expensive it is. And that dental insurance doesn't pay for anything except your cleanings, really. And so I was kind of trying to put this off. Well, I had the filling replaced because it was hurting me back in February. And I went to the dentist and because I couldn't take it. And they said, well, your filling is leaking because it was an old filling. And I know that I have some fillings that need to be replaced, but you know, the dentist doesn't want to replace them until they're ready to be replaced because, you know. So he's like, why don't we go ahead and replace that one? And hopefully it'll make it better. And it did for a few weeks. And then it started up again. So something could have happened. I mean, he knows that there's a split in the bottom. So you know, that's just kind of what happens. But anyway, so this last weekend, or this last week, it's been pretty ridiculously painful to the point where I didn't think I was going to make it. It was the way it was bothering me. And so I called and they weren't able to get me in until Monday. So, but she's like, you have to take ibuprofen and Tylenol, and you have to alternate them every 4 hours. And she's like, don't stop or it won't work. So I've had this schedule where I've been alternating pills for the last 3 days. Hopefully today we will get this taken care of. Just sucks, yeah. It's just one of the realities of life, I guess, is broken teeth. Eventually. I'm trying to... Those look like cute capybaras, don't they? Thinking, now I gotta do my chair. My problem is I'm afraid that my wood color for my chair is not good. But anyway, let's do some tree leaves up here. So I've got, if you're interested, this one was the TN 1, 2, and 4, or tan blend. Those are the ones called, if you have those. So for the tree leaves, I've got, you know, if you have Tombow markers, I mean, these have the same names and the numbers basically as your regular Tombows, just these are alcohol based. So I'm a big fan of willow green, which is 173, which is this one. And then I've got a 195, which is the light green, and then I've got 245, which is sap green. So we've got these three, and we'll kind of, I have never used these on a coloring page, the alcohol-based markers. So we will just kind of see. I'm unsure of exactly what to expect. I mean, expect an alcohol marker, I should say. I don't like marker blending sometimes because it's such a pain in the butt. And then, of course, when you shut a door, a cat wants in. Because that's life, right? Oh, look, he made it. So I think I'm just going to make, because these leaves are so small, I'm just going to pick out different colors, and then if I want to shade them, I'll do it with a pencil, because doing marker blending on these tiny little areas is such a pain. Just total pain. And we'll just do some different leaf colors here and there. It's like, oh, I didn't mix those up, did I? Maybe we'll make some little tiny ones of chartreuse. Make it look like a real tree, right? But yeah, I mean, the weather has been terrible. Here, just gonna make that all green because that makes me happier. It's been warm, you know, like for example, the other day, it was 80 degrees almost. It was probably 78, 79. I mean, in the last couple days, it's been 40. And that's not, you know, pleasant to go back and forth like that. So it's like, I'm cold. These are fabulous. I love these. Of course, I like the Tombow markers a lot. They had them on sale on Amazon, and because they were, I mean, when they came out, they were really expensive, these ABT Pro markers. And they're still not cheap, but they had them like on, I mean, you get 12 markers. The problem is I fell for the whole Tombow thing again. When I first started buying Tombows, I was buying the small sets from like Michael's and whatever and using a coupon, but then I also realized that I was getting duplicates because the sets have some overlap. And then I started this elaborate sheet on what sets had what, and you know, I eventually gave up and bought the whole set because I found a really good deal. So I've got a number of extra regular Tombows, like the water-based markers. But I've always wanted to try these alcohol ones, and they just had a really good sale. I don't know what precipitated them being so reasonable. But I bought all of the sets that were available, which was six sets of 12. They have smaller sets. And as per usual, I got sucked into the whole Tombow thing, and I got some duplicates, not very many, because I wasn't sure how to buy these, because I was just excited that they were there and that I could get them. So I've been dying to use them, but as per usual, I have not had a lot of time to color lately. And these colors are pretty. I mean, the colors, if you have Tombow markers and you are familiar with Tombow markers, like the water-based ones, the color names are the same. The colors are essentially the same. They look a little different because these are alcohol-based. So you get a little color variation, but it's fabulous. I love it. But as you can see, I'm missing, if it won't glare too much, I printed off the whole, there's 108 colors, and with all 12 sets, I only got that many, which was more than enough. Now, if I want to continue on, I have to figure out how to get the other colors, which kind of cheeses me off about Tombow, that I always fall for that. It's like, why do you have to have duplicates? Why can't you just, you know, have a set? You know, if you're going to put them out in sets, then just put them out in sets and don't have any duplicates. Do you need the duplicates? I can't remember how many there are. I mean, there's a couple blacks, and one of the light, skinny, tony colors. I have a duplicate of, but like I said, not very many. It wasn't nearly as bad as when I was collecting the water-based markers. But I'm unsure if I have to buy the other ones open stock or something. Maybe. So everyone has been so excited about this book. I've gotten a lot of comments on my flip through that it's just an adorable book and they had to have it. And it's true, it is really adorable. So I think maybe I'll finish all these leaves off camera, because you don't want to watch me color leaves, do you? And then let's see, will this work for my branch? Well, let's see what color. Yeah, we'll just use this for my tree branch. I don't have my reading glasses on. I love these markers. They are fabulous to hold in your hand. I just wish Tombow made it a little easier to get all the colors if you like them. Oh, so that's cool. I just can't decide what color to make their chairs. Maybe I should make them bright colors like you see people do. That's an idea. And I think I might use some Neocolor 2 in the sky in the background to kind of see what Neocolors will do. I mean, it's thin paper, so I don't know. This is gonna be cute. I'm so excited. So let me finish my leaves and I will figure out what I'm gonna do with this and I'll be back. All right, so what I decided was I'm going to use my Prismacolor marker, because this is what I bought these for, to do sky and random things. I've got some greens. I don't have very many of these, but that's what I got them for. So let's do that. This is light cerulean blue PM 48. For those of you keeping score at home. So we're going to use that for the sky. I'll use this small tip. And we'll go in here, and then we can use other things for effects. I need to decide how I'm going to do the sun when I get down there. I'm just like, yeah, I don't feel like breaking out my neocolors. I'm just going to do this and see what happens. So in the meantime, I went to the dentist. I got a root canal. It was 2.5 hours at the dentist, and so it's sore. I have to live on ibuprofen for the rest of the day, probably to reduce the swelling. I have a root canal and a cap, a temporary cap on my tooth, as is the process. And then in 2 weeks I will get my permanent one. But at least now maybe I can move on with life, because, you know, it just sucks when you can't eat. It'd be nice to be able to chew on that side of my mouth again. My love of hard, crunchy things is a problem. And I try not to. Gotta decide what color I want my birds to be. This, I can tell, I am having a blast coloring with these markers, the Tombos, and these. This is fun. The whole experience of coloring in this book is just amazing. I mean, you look at it and you think, well, the paper is not very thick, which it's not. It's not terribly thick, but it is nice paper. And it is, for me, a pleasure to color on. So I'm really liking it. So far, the markers are doing well, which I am enjoying. And so I am going to, I still can't decide what color I want my little birds to be. You know, do I want them to go with the picture? Because I always think, well, birds don't care what color they are and whether they clash with the environment. You know, so, but I'm trying to decide what they look like right now. And I have decided that for the capybara chairs down here, I'm going to make one of them like a blue and one of them a pink, because, you know, a lot of times that's what you'll see, or a pink and an orange or something, you know, and then I'll make their little outfits kind of go with the picture. I am going to have a blast with the series. I am going to try to make this a series, to just do pictures out of my Color Me books, because they are a pleasure. They are nice, and they've been a lot of fun to collect, and there's just something for everybody out there in these books. All right, so let me color this in. We'll color the rest of the sky, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I did the sky. As you can see, I'm going to do my birds really quick. I'm going to make them gray. I've got like a N95, which is a light gray. I'm going to do their feathers here. Most little, a lot, I won't say most, but a lot of little chickadees have gray feathers here and there. And then we'll use a darker gray, which this one is in 45. Ta-da, to see if that looks good. I might go over it again. I'm not doing his tail because I haven't decided yet what color I'm going to make the tail. I thought I would use like a coral and yellow. Let's see. My bird is going to kind of be a little bit of two colors, like a yellow, because a lot of birds have a different color breast, you know, and that looks cool. And then I don't know if it would look weird if I continued it though. I think to me it looks a little weird, so I'm just gonna use my grays again. Oops. And do this. But I've got to decide on his face. I don't know. I could do it this way. I don't know if that's too boring if I make them gray like this. With just that little pop of color. Oops, that went a little far, but that's okay. And then their beak can be like this. .025. Might as well just do that on both. Birds are quick. Use my yellow. Oh, I missed a leaf. Holy crap. Grab a green, color the leaf. Let's see. I need my gray again, this light gray, because I didn't get close there. And then we'll make some feathers. Just some random kind of feathers to make the bird look different. Make these feathers dark right in here. I don't know if I should have done that. We'll go over the whole thing with our gray marker. And maybe I can dilute out that thing I did right there. I don't think anybody will notice. But there's my birds. Okay, so I'm going to do my sun. Let's see. My sun is, of course, we could use the other end. So if you didn't know, these have kind of like a chisel tip on one end. They're a little different than Tombow markers. And then they have the brush on the other. And let's see, so the center of the sun is usually really bright, I think. No. It's the edges that are bright and the center that's dark. I always get that mixed up. Oh well, no worries. That's why I like to use the light color first. So I am going to come out here. And we will, this is just the beginning. Color our sun. That's why I always, when I'm coloring flames, I always have to look because it's not the center that's bright. It's the outside. And it's the center that's dark. Oh, well, whatever. I know I always get mixed up. So we'll use that, and then we will color the center like a dark. Now I'll probably come back with some kind of a glittery watercolor and use to make my sun stand out a little bit so that it looks like, you know, so we're getting more color, more brightness, some shine, because, you know, we got to have a little sparkle, right? But for now, that's my morning sun. Quick and easy. I'm going to go ahead and do the chairs. So, let's see. I picked out a cherry. This is 815. I don't know what I'm going to shade it with because I'll probably come in and darken some of this stuff up. But I think I decided to do one of the chairs pink and one purple. I keep vacillating on the chair. I haven't decided what color the sweater is going to be or the pants. If you're wondering, haven't you ever seen, I don't know if they have in other places, but the Adirondack chairs, and they're often, rather than a bright, than a wood color, they're like a bright color. Like blue or pink or green. Here I go with my bright colors again. And you can see the difference, like how this is changing color a little bit as it dries. All right, so there's my pink chair. Then let's go with purple, and hope I don't regret it. here it is. Everybody says, oh, use your light marker colors if you want to do shading. And then here I go with my dark. But you know, sometimes that's just how it is. This is a very pretty color, isn't it? Oh, I kind of doppied on that one, but that's okay. I don't think it'll matter in the grand scheme of things. Okay. Got those all filled in. Looking good so far. Now I have to decide what color I want the pants and the sweater to be. And this. So I think these are definitely going to be like a coral color. I just decided that because I like this color a lot. It's a pretty, pretty color. I don't know what color the polka dots are going to be. Oh, I missed part of the chair. I could theoretically leave them white. Let's see, the pink. I missed just a touch of this one. There we go. All right, so, and then we're going to be matchy-matchy, and we're going to put stripes in here. That kind of echo the pants, because, you know, often you'll get, like, outfits that kind of go together. Oh, crap. Did that wrong, didn't I? Oh, well. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's see. Now I need another color. That's not green. Will it be weird to use this light pink color? No, not at all. Because if I think about it too much, I'll paralyze myself again. I'm not going to color the polka dots, though. I think it's because I have a pair of sleep shorts that are like a light orangey coral color, and then they have white polka dots. Because things are white, so that's cute. And then what can our friend wear? I don't know. What can our friend wear? Could do yellow, since it's already got like a yellow dot on it, and we can cover that up. Sometimes we choose colors to cover mistakes. All right, there we go. Pants. Yep, I gotta do the pants. And although your chair does not care what color you are when you sit down. think. I'm going to grab my blue turquoise blend and hope we don't regret it. We're going to make ourselves some stripes. And then we'll use the light one. Yeah, I am using the light one. There we go. Put a little. There. Ta-da! Now I just have to decide what color the cup is, do some shading there, and the rest of it's mostly green. So I've got to figure out what to do with this and what color the berries and the flowers are going to be. And my clouds, usually clouds, I have a way that I do them. Let me see. How light? My icy gray blend is not very light, because I usually use the lightest gray I can find. And I go over the shaded places, and then I'll shade on top of it with like something sparkly, because that's just the way I like to do my clouds. But let me figure out, well, I got grass. We have grass. We know that grass is a grassy color. Do I have a marker that is big? That one's a little yellow. It might work, because then we could darken it up. Let's see if we regret this, right? Yeah, let's see. Oh, this one's a brush on one side and a bullet on the other. Now, anything that's these little rocks or whatever, I can always put a dot over or whatever. I'm just going to put a base of green down. Oh, missed part of the chair. And then we'll put some darker greens in here and make it look really nice. Maybe throw some other colors on top. Maybe I'll use a acrylic paint pen. That would be unheard of for me. See, I think that's like a bush, you know, that's, or something. I don't think it's grass. And I gotta figure out the mountains. And then you've got some, it looks like, you know, bare patches here and there. So I could leave those kind of. Oops, let's see. Hopefully my low battery did not destroy my video, but we'll see. I think it keeps videoing. Guess I've been using my phone too much today. I need to get back in here. I'll either use a pencil or something to get in here and color these. I don't know. It looks a little weird leaving the spots, so I'm going to color them in and then do something with them later. And I'll make those rocks. I can always use something that goes over top of marker to make those rocks stand out or whatever they are. Ta-da! Let's see, I gotta get stuff in here because this is grass, or what I would assume is grass underneath her chair. Ta-da! And then in between the bushes here. Yeah, we'll just say that that's grass. Some days I am not very talkative. But I want to color, and I know people enjoy coloring with other people. And this is a fun book, and I hope that, you know, y'all join me in coloring this, because this book is going to come out more. Because I discovered that I spent too much time thinking about coloring and not enough time just coloring. So I'm sure I am not the only one who does that. So see, then I've got bushes. And what did I want to do? I wanted to color in that chair leg before I forgot. Ta-da! My purple chair. All right, cute little capybaras. Let me think on a couple things, and I will be back. All right, so I think I made a decision, and I may regret it. We'll see. I want to have little patches of kind of brown here and there on my mountains. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there would be kind of bare spots, right? And then I think I decided on this green, and we'll try to make it work together. I think it'll work. You know, because sometimes you look at mountains or whatever, and they have these kind of bare spots. So it's not all green necessarily. So that's what I was working on and working towards, and I may have to take a like a colorless blender and kind of blend it a little bit. But I think it'll look nice once we get it all incorporated in. And then I've got these trees here. So far, so good. Obviously, they look like pine trees, so I've got this song stuck in my head that we were playing in band, so I seem to keep humming randomly. I apologize. I'm trying to remember, is it the circus bee? I can't remember what the name of the song is. Because we were playing a couple of circus marches in band. All right, so I've got that kind of laid down there like that. Now let me grab something, doesn't matter, any alcohol blender, to kind of soften the edges. It'll spread out the brown and kind of work them into each other. And we can always go back over it. But I'm trying to make them look like they belong together. And we can do it with a little pencil also. Yeah, I mean, I think it looks neat. I'm going to go in with a little pencil later to kind of clean that up a little bit. You know, and I think it'll be awesome. I'm going to put these trees here to make them kind of not stand out so much as being white. Let's see, so for the trees, I'm using P249. And I should just go color all these in here while I've got it out. It's a nice dark green. I think on this one, I'm gonna just make the whole top of the mountain or hill. Maybe this right here. And then do the rest of it in green. And then we can kind of pick up the missing colors with, we can blend some stuff in with pencil and kind of make it look more real, I guess. Although this isn't exactly a realistic picture. It's actually going pretty fast, comparatively, compared to some of the other stuff I'm working on right now. There. Now I want to go in and color this bush. How was I gonna do that? I want to put some little flowers here. But what color do I want the flowers to be? It's a terrible choice to make. What color are the flowers? Yellow, pink. I'm gonna go with yellow. And then I'll color all these little leaves that kind of stick out. I'm doing these first so I don't color over them by accident, because I'm, you know, in the headspace to just color the whole thing. And then use a lighter green like this And we'll color in all these little leaves so they kind of stand out a little bit. We're going to use a dark green, so I don't really have to worry about being too neat about it. It's a nice thing about markers and light colors and dark colors is you can fudge it a little bit that way. All right. And I need to break the spine in this book, and really I realized I missed a flower right here. And then I have a color picked out for these berries and stuff down at the bottom. Let's see. Oh, wait. I forgot. I should maybe make those a little bit different. Hopefully I won't regret this. Maybe make these leaves just a hair different color down here. Okie dokie. Now we've got our main bush thing. I think I'm gonna give them a little bit of an orangey center. I could go in and do something else fun with that. We'll have to see. Let's see. Now I was going to use this dark green, and I'm trying to really break the spine of this book. Here we go. There it is. So I can get in there. Much better. So I'm going to tediously color in all of these spaces around these leaves with, this is 249. And it works great because, you know, this little skinny tip on here works fabulously for that. And these markers don't seem to bleed a whole lot, which is very nice. I mean, it could be a combination of the marker and the paper. But I'm very appreciative of that. I've noticed that the color flows out, but it doesn't make it ridiculous. So let me tediously color in these bushes here, and I will be back. All right, so I got all my bushes colored in, and then I was gonna do these leaves down here, and I had a light color. I was gonna do them, and hopefully they're not too light. But then again, nature doesn't care, right? It'll look a little better when I do some shading, I think. So we'll color these leaves, because this is probably a plant that is separate from this bush that it's next to. And I pulled out an orange. Oh, wrong end. I got a 925. So I'm just gonna make me some bright orange berries, and I'll probably put a little red shading on them. Look how nice and bright those are. Yep. How awesome. Oh, look at that. I missed coloring that in. So I'll just take my green marker, color in all the spots. I hate that when you color and you don't see, and then you leave white, and the white always seems to show up. All right, so we got a lot of green. It looks good. Oh, I need to color his cup. So what color is this cup going to be? What color, Tammy? It's not that hard. How about this yellow? Around the bottom. Maybe we'll do a little fancy stuff with our brushes and put a little darker orange if I can get it to. I'm trying to do this too fast. Let's see if I can get some darker orange on there. Spread it around. Little tip to tip action. Ta-da! And then what color would the top be? I think I'm gonna make it a light blue. I don't know, this blue might be, oh, that'll work, I think. I just had this random blue laying out. I was going to use it for something, and then I decided not to. So we'll just use it for the mug, and I think that's his fingers right there. So let me grab my little capybara marker. I'm going to call this my capybara marker because it colors fingers in, because you can tell. All right, that's cool. I love the shading. Look how well that came out. Oh, the clouds, yeah. So the Tomboy markers didn't really, well, no, the warm gray one. Let's see, is it this one, which is in, is it in 95? 89. Sometimes looking at the caps doesn't help you. I need 85, 89. Let's see, that's 95. 89. Okay. On the thing, it looks good enough to use. So here's what I usually do. I take a really, really light color. And either like that, I mean, this one, it depends on how you like it. That one's really warm. Where did my other marker go? This one is an Arteza NG09, which is a very light color. Who has a really light color also, but usually I like it on the cooler side. So we're gonna go with this NG09, and what I do is I just go along some of the parts of the cloud, kind of give it a little, just wherever, and then a lot of times I like my clouds to be shimmery, so also it's a good opportunity, like if you got stuff like on your clouds, like you got a little marker from your sky or some paint or something, or not paint, but you know what I mean, then you can usually cover it up or blend it out with your gray marker, depending on how dark it is. It doesn't always work. This just gives your clouds a little depth. I mean, that's literally all I do, because clouds are kind of white. And it's totally up to you. You can do your clouds however you want. Let's see. So then once I get all the little shading parts done, I'll take like a, where are my glitter markers? Usually, if I can find it, usually I use a Spectrum Noir sparkle pen, the clear one. Sometimes I'll use a white Wink of Stella. And this one's getting empty, so I need to make sure it's still putting stuff out. So, and then I will just take it and you can't really see it now. This one might be a little too far gone. My bad. Sometimes, what I do with my clouds also is I'll just use a, like a silver, not silver, Jelly Roll, couldn't think of it, has a clear glitter pen. And I usually have like 12 of them sitting here, and here they are. You can get them in a pack, and it's like 700, and it's different from the silver. Here you can see them together. This is the silver one, and its number is 553. So you can see that it's different, and sometimes what I'll do is I'll just use it and go around my clouds like this and give them a little bit of a sparkle and a shine just because it's fun. Yeah. This one is my favorite. I love these pens. Like this particular glitter pen I use a lot of. The Stardust, it's a Stardust. And the last time I bought them, I think I bought like a pack of 5 or 6. I can't remember, but it's 700 XP GB 700. But you have to be careful that you don't mix it up with the silver, but yet you can see the difference between the silver and this one. And sometimes you don't even need marker shading because this will give you a little bit of a shadow, so it's a great thing to outline your clouds with or whatever. It gives them a lot of sparkle. It just depends. There you can see like the difference between what the pen does and what the sparkle pen does, although my sparkle pen is kind of running out. So you can see the difference in the clouds, hopefully. It's hard to see, but I really like that. Then, what are we doing? I wanted to do something with the sun, and I just got this Gansai Tambi gold paint the other day. So, it's here, it's available, it is fabulous, and I just squirted a ton of water on it. So we're going to use it to trick out my sun. We're going to put some here, and it should look really neat when it dries. And then we're going to put some gold rays out here. Oops. Sometimes you get a little bit too much water. You know, we can even stick some out here. Make the sun look very festive. Festive. That's the name for the sun, festive. It's up, it's bright, it's shining. And it is ready for the day. Unlike some of us most days. All right. We'll see. I didn't want to put it on the around the corona, I guess, because I wanted that to kind of stand out and not be shiny. I wanted the rest of it to be shiny. So we'll have to let it dry and see. Just throw it in there and see what happens. But yeah, it's gonna have to dry before we can figure out what it looks like. So let me get some pencils. I'm gonna see if my Spectrum Noir Colorista pencils would, or no, sorry, Tombow. Well, today my brain is not functioning. My Spectrum or my Tomboy Irojiten pencils might be good to shade this. So let me see what I've got. All right, so I've pulled out some Irojiten colors, and I think this Verdigris is going to be the perfect color to shade this grass with. And I was right. You know, and I wanted to use a color to kind of make these stones that are on the ground kind of stick out, you know, so they don't look weird, like little weird circles. But yeah, the Irojiten pencils have colors that match up pretty well to the Tombows, which I would have expected, but y'all know that that is just not the case sometimes, you know. I'm gonna put a little bit in here because, you know, sometimes you have like little kind of patches in the grass. And we're just kind of, which is what I wanted. This color is oil yellow, and it is DY3. I need my reading glasses back on. Can't focus on the tiny print. DL3. So I apologize. The more I wear my reading glasses during the day, the more my eyes get tired, so I tend to not want to put them on, but then I can't read anything. Just gonna give us some little tufts of grass here. Yeah, I'll get these big ones kind of to stand out. A little bit. I apologize. Like, I realize I sound like not fun. I'm very subdued because I have a headache and everything. I'm like very dizzy today because of the allergies, because of course this is yet another day. I think I started this picture like 2 days ago. It doesn't actually take that long to finish. I mean, it's been a very quick color. It's just that the nature of my life means that I have to color in pieces, you know. So that's why everything is broken up sometimes. Just because I can't sit down and do it all at once. And that is how I have learned to stop being depressed and actually just color. Because I'm actually managing to get it done now that I have told myself that it's okay. You know, if this is really what you want to do, then you can get it done. You just have to find a way to work it into your life. So I am taking steps to make that happen, and I have had a lot of fun coloring this picture. Like, the paper is fabulous. The markers I used, I really enjoyed. I'm just getting some depth on the page. Like, I really want all of the Tomboy ABT Pro markers. And I know you can buy them open stock, so I need to investigate that. The nice thing is Tomboy already makes a holder for them because, you know, there's just as many of those as there are of the water-based markers, which I have. So you just get another case. Although I bought my case actually at Michael's when they had those awesome 40% off coupons. I bought the Tomboy marker case that folds out. You know, I love it. So I'll have to pick out another picture to do. I think that this would be kind of brown right here. I was wondering if I could do it this way. Because, you know, it doesn't always work out the way you see it in your head. Actually, for me, that was often the case. Just a little bit of ground in there. Because, you know, even capybaras don't have perfect grass. Although my pencils are breaking. All right, let's see. I think that will work for these mountains. I'm hoping what will happen is I can use it to smooth out these mountain areas, which it looks like it's working beautifully because this color is oily yellow. So it should blend in with the green rather nicely and kind of make it look neat. I like that. Experimentation. We can even put some over here, even though we didn't leave. But, you know. So my sun looks okay. It looks nice and shiny. My clouds are shiny there. You can see that they're dry now. You can see what effect they have. The only thing was I pulled out one more pencil. I pulled out a blue one. Oh, here it is. And I was thinking about just kind of shading, putting a little bit in the sky. here and there just to kind of add a little. Look at that. That looks nice. All right, I think we have a finished picture. Look at that. How cool is that? The capybaras enjoying a spring-ish summery day out. To me, it looks like spring. You know, like maybe at the end of May or something when the trees are out. But I love it. So I hope you enjoyed. I will definitely do more Color Me in this series. And, you know, whenever I have time, I'll get out and do a picture. It won't always be in capybaras, but it will be in one of my Color Me books, and I'm just going to use the hashtags that are provided in the book. So I got to post this, but awesome. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. I hope y'all had fun. I did, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.